Hi everybody, I'm Superintendent Steve Gratto from the New Paltz Central School District, and I wanted to take a moment to reach out, wish you all a wonderful winter break and happy holidays. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And I also wanted to keep you up to date on things that are going on in the New Paltz Central School District so that you can stay well informed. So let me start out by giving a shout out to our transportation department. We have an outstanding transportation department and they had a very busy week. As you may recall, last Monday, we had a lot of rain and some flooding. It was an interesting situation because middle school and high school students got to school quickly, and then the roads started to flood. So the transportation department did some driving around, figured out what roads they couldn't go through, and they did a great job of scheduling things so that everybody could get to school pretty much on time and safely. Wonderful job getting them to school and getting them home. And then later, the next day, it rained more, and that was more predictable. So we instituted Flood Plan D, and everybody was able to get to school safely. So I really want to thank the bus drivers, mechanics, transportation directors, all the people who work at the transportation department for their excellent job taking care of our students, as they always do. And parents and students, I certainly appreciate your cooperation and your flexibility in getting school started. Thank you very much for all of that. Another thing we discussed at last week's board meeting is April 8th. Now, April 8th, 2024 is scheduled to be a regular day of school, but it's also going to be a total eclipse of the sun, a near total eclipse of the sun in New Paltz, New York, and even more so north of New Paltz. And it's going to happen at about 2:20 p.m. in the afternoon, just when our students are starting to leave school. So we wanted to have a situation where we didn't have students on the school bus when this was occurring. So we talked about different ways to help the situation, perhaps keeping students later or releasing early. But we decided that really the only way this is really going to work is to have no school on April 8th. We expect that a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of this opportunity to see such a tremendous phenomenon. So I'm telling you, and I talked to the board about it, that we intend to take a snow day on April 8th, 2024. Of course, that all depends on whether we have snow days or not. We have 7 snow days scheduled for this year, and we're going to use them judiciously. But hopefully, we will be able to have one left over for April 8th. So maybe take and put a circle around that date on your school calendar. Keep it in mind, because it is very likely there will be no school on April 8th. So it's late December, and I started working as the superintendent at New Paltz Central School District on January 1st of last year. So I'm quickly approaching my 1-year anniversary. So I wanted to say thank you to the parents, students, faculty, administrators, community members, everyone who has made me feel welcome at New Paltz Central School District in my first year. And we've done a lot of good things together. I hope for more success in the future. And as I'm still finishing out my first year, I'm still learning new things. Here's what I learned the other day. I didn't know this. Did you know that New Paltz Central School District has not honored our high honor roll and honor roll students since before COVID? Now, one of our district goals for this year is to support academic rigor. And so I think that it's consistent, if we're going to expect academic rigor from our students, that we honor their high performance. So I talked to the board at the last board meeting, and I want you to know that starting very soon, we're going to start recognizing high honor roll and honor roll students for their hard work and success. On Wednesday of last week, we had a board meeting, and the board took advantage of this opportunity to talk a bit about the capital project that may or may not happen. There were a lot of people who have come out at the last 2 board meetings and had a lot to say about the fact that the school should or should not have a capital project, what should go into a capital project, and what things are most important to them. So we really, really appreciate the output that we've gotten from the community, both at the board meetings and via email. This is something that a lot of people have a lot of thoughts on. So it's important to us as the administrator and the school board to make sure that you get to hear what the school board thinks about things. So even though the capital project is being dealt with mostly by the facilities committee, the school board did speak last Wednesday about this, Wednesday, December 20th. So if you'd like to see what the school board thinks about capital projects or where we are with things, you can tune into our video, which you can find on our school webpage, which will tell you all about what the board is thinking. But please realize this: we are really in our beginning stages of planning a capital project. So we've got a long way to go, and there's a lot of details that we'll figure out way down the road. Right now we're doing a request for proposals for architects, so we hope to have an architect on board soon, and we'll start thinking about a capital project in earnest as we move forward. The last couple of weeks of school have been super busy. Lots going on. Of course, winter sports have started, so we've seen some great basketball, Nordic skiing, boys swimming, lots of tremendous athletes doing their thing, wrestling, great things going on. But also, I gotta give a shout out to the music department, because the concerts I've been to have been spectacular. Really impressed by the Lenape concert, middle school, high school, School of Rock, all great stuff. But boy, they've really been good. And let me just take a moment and show you a quick clip, if you haven't seen it, of the high school choir performing. Well worth it. As you may have heard, this summer we're going to be tearing down the old district office. That's the big blue building in the middle school parking lot. And there's a contest ongoing to see who can come up with an idea of what should go in the space when the building's gone. So I just want to remind you, the contest deadline is January 1st. So if you've got any ideas about what should go in that space where the old district office will no longer be, please send them to me. Well, my friends, that concludes my update. Doesn't look like we're going to get much snow for the holidays, but I hope you all have a wonderful vacation anyway, well deserved. I know that everybody's been working very hard to accomplish the great things that our students accomplish at our school. I'm very proud of all that we do together. I hope that you have a wonderful finish to your vacation. We'll see you in January. Lots more good stuff coming. Thanks.